Hello everyone, welcome to Such Amount of Games. So today we're playing more Starfield, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the Bessel III-b outpost location. So there's a lot of videos about this one out there online, but I thought I would make one too, just to confirm and share as well, and add this to a list of kind of outpost location videos I plan on making. But considering this, in my opinion, is the most important one to start with and get first, it's going to be the first video I'm going to make. So anyways, on your star map, the first thing is where is Bessel III-b? So right here is Sol and Alpha Centauri. So if you don't know where those are, you need to play a little bit more, but here's Sol, which is where we live in real life, and then here's Alpha Centauri. Kind of straight up, if you make almost a line between Sol and Alpha Centauri, and you go up above Altari, there's Bessel, and Piazzi. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyways, you click on here, go to Bessel, and then you went 3B. So it's kind of at the top here, Bessel 3, and then B is like a moon of Bessel 3. So you can see here on the resources in the bottom left, it's got H2O, water, aluminum, nickel, iron, argon, cobalt, platinum, and neon. Now, unfortunately, I don't know of anyone who's found like a 6, 7, or 8 resource location for this planet, but you can get aluminum, iron, nickel, and cobalt, as well as water, which you don't really necessarily need, but you can get those 5 out of 8 in one location here. And let's talk about how to find that. So let's go look at the planet. So we'll pull up our scan. So when you pull up the scan here, you'll notice the different resources will highlight. Now, if you don't have the upgraded scan skills, you may not see like these purples and blues and stuff, but you'll definitely get the iron, nickel, and aluminum. Those will highlight. So if you kind of look at this big landmass here with iron, and then the smaller island down here of iron, and you zoom in on that area. Okay, so there you'll see here's this area of iron. There's over here the nickel next to it, and this space up here above where there doesn't appear to be much. Now, one thing to know about the resources are they are common. Multiple can be occur, but they're common in different biomes, right? And then they kind of get deeper into the biome if you want to get the more rare ones, at least in higher density. But they can occur anywhere within the biomes they can occur in. So, for instance, if we click here, iron is in the mountains, nickel is in the hills, and aluminum is in the rocky desert, right? So, if we want to get those 3 important resources all together, we have to find an area where the hills, mountains, and sandy and rocky deserts, right? Rocky desert all come together. So if we click here in the middle of nowhere, you'll see even though there's no color coding, there are mountains, and there will be resources here. It's just here aluminum is in higher density than over here. So what you want to do is you want to click around until you find a spot where, for instance, if I click and then I like just up and move it and I up and move it, you know, it's mountains, mountains. If I go like here, there's mountains, mountains. Alright, you want to clear it, mountains. Keep just moving over like a little at a time. And eventually you'll find hills, right? So you want to just find where you barely move the mouse and you get like 2 different biomes. And that's where 2 biomes will intersect. Well, in this case, you're looking for the intersection of 3 biomes. And it's going to occur right here. So if you want a marker to know where to put the cursor, if you kind of look at the map, there's a line here. It might be hard to see on different monitors or TVs, but if you draw a line straight from this tip or edge of this island, this big island of iron, over to this little bit of aluminum here with the dot of water in the middle. If you draw a line there, just above that line, right, is where you want to be. And you'll also see like 3 little dark spots that make like a triangle. those also kind of line up with where your landing spot's going to be. So if you notice, there is like a straight line almost between all of these things, and then boom, wherever your landing spot is. And you're just a little less than a full icon, whatever the size this icon is, down from that last dot, right? So anyways, you're going to pick your landing spot, you're going to go there, and you're going to land here. Let me go back. I already landed, and I already built a base, but here's the landing spot. So my craft is there now. So you're going to land here. This is what the terrain is going to look like. You're going to come out. You're going to see like these crystal-like things, rocks. These over here, those are the hills. And then over here are the mountains. And you want to turn to the left when you come out of your ship and go toward this dark black mountain here. And then go down the right side of that, and here's the rocky desert, right? So there's kind of hills here too. You can't see it because they're more like behind you and everything, but you can see down here when you look. So right here, right, this area is one biome. This area is like another biome, and then the last biome is kind of like here. And so like right in this area, they all come together. So let's go down here and we'll see where the base is. And it'll look the same for everyone. So it's procedurally generated, but once it's been generated once, we all get the same world, right? So you can see kind of right down here, there's a cluster of crystal, another cluster of crystals, and you just kind of head to the base of this mountain, toward the seam between these two biomes. And if you pull out your tool here to build stuff, build your outpost, right, that'll give you an idea here where the outpost is going to be. Now it's going to tell me I can't build mine because it's going to intersect with an existing one, but it still should highlight the resources when they become available, and I get to the bottom of the hill here. So let's just go down here. And we're almost there. Oh, we're getting there. I think this is the outer edge right here, where I have my first extractors. So now this has been here for a while. I built this up. This is a great home base location. Maybe not the prettiest if you're looking for like looks, but it's great. So there you can see we got the nickel. It's hard to try not to step into the base, but it's hard to actually get into the middle here without getting inside. So there's the cobalt, nickel, iron up the hill. So you can see all the resources you need are in this area, and there's the aluminum. So there you go. So over there, I've got the base where I can get cobalt, nickel, aluminum, and iron and water in the same place. And that is really important because iron, aluminum, nickel, and copper are like 4 of the most basic resources you need a lot of in the beginning of the game, and like 3 of them are right here in one place. So, but there's also one more special thing about this location. So not only do you get the resources you need with just those 4 things, we won't include water because you don't really need water at this location, but you can make adaptive frames with the aluminum and iron. With, I think it's the nickel and cobalt, you can make isocentered magnets, and then with the, I want to say, the iron and nickel, you can make the mag pressure tank. So there's 3 things you can automate and construct here. And I got these my system like set up and everything as well here, but let's get over to the main building. Oh, what is this? in the world? Okay, there must be some kind of attack going on here. Who is this? I do not recognize this person. But she's one of mine, and then, oh, what's this? Is there like a space? Nope, that's Lynn. Okay. I don't know what that fighting was about. So I've got my turrets. And 2 companions here. I don't know why they started fighting. So anyways, just a little tour of the base. I got my main hub kind of here in the middle. I moved the starting point here closer to the ladder so that if I come in, and then here is my mag pressure tanks, my isocentered magnets, and my adaptive frames being generated. Alright, let's go inside here and talk about why this location is so important. So not only do you have all the basic stuff being built, oops, wrong catwalk. Not only are you building all the basic things, and storing them and everything, but you also get a great bonus when you sleep or rest. So in Starfield, whenever you rest, the resource extraction stuff continues to build up and accumulate, but it happens at what they call universal time. So a local hour is different on different planets, and 24 hours is one full rotation, one cycle. So if you go to, if you rest in the daytime 24 hours in the game on a planet, you wake up in the daytime. If you rest at night, you wake up at night. That's just how it works. But with different planet rotation speeds, different daylight cycles, just to kind of be scientifically accurate for space, different planets rotate at different speeds. So some planets, like Feynman 3 or 4, Feynman 4, or Zeta Opg, I can't pronounce it, but anyways, those planets are like 28 and 33 minutes per hour is their cycle. This planet, well, it's not the highest, there are higher ones. It is 57 hours and 47 minutes of universal time, so that's like your extractors and everything running for 1 hour of rest. So that's a pretty amazing conversion ratio as far as the efficiency and how much resources build up while you rest and wait. So that's kind of the last secret resource here, right? The last resource is time. So you get a lot of time, and with that you build up a ton of resources. If you got enough containers, you just build a workbench here, and you come over and you can see I've got like 99.9 iron and aluminum, so I can just come over here and say I want to build adaptive frames.
Looks like you missed your calling.
Right, get a bunch of XP, and some people like hotkey this stuff and can do it faster. Right, there's a way to like make this super quick. So you keep going until you run out. And this is just like, this is how you level up kind of. And then, after you get to the point where it's getting hard to earn new levels doing this, you, can start to get some other planets, other resources, and you can do some interesting things like start to build a logistics network, and instead of making adaptive frames, you can make like level 2 components, right? But the point is to get them to accumulate on this planet, spam out and make all this stuff, get all this XP, and then go on to the game, because at some point the XP isn't gonna help because you'll get your perks and rewards, but in order to upgrade the next level, you'll have to do things like scan planets and collect fauna or go do sneak attacks, you know, whatever jetpack attacks, whatever skill you're trying to build up. There'll be things you have to do other than earn XP to get to the next level, but this is just like a super easy way to get tons of XP and build up real quick. So you can see how okay, here we go. So finally out of aluminum, and I can say, well, okay, I got some more resources. Oh look, my cobalt and nickel. I can make my magnets. So I can just like keep going here. Now granted, I'm gonna be like super encumbered, but that's okay. So and since the planet resources don't deplete, they just continue to go on. You can just do this forever if you need to. You can just like go in space, jettison stuff. You can just leave it on the ground. I mean, it's not a problem. So let's just keep doing this here. We're getting there. What I'm really trying to do is deplete all these resources. Here we go, we're finally getting there. Almost out of cobalt and nickel. Our other two resources. Okay, just a few more times. It'd really help if I had this set up to the hotkey, but I don't normally do this. I just occasionally do this to get some XP. I don't like spam this all day like some people do. Alright, so now like, well, I still got some more stuff, right? So now, do I want to make a few mag pressure tanks? Sure, right? So that's all my base resources. But you know, I'm also bringing in stuff from other places. I don't have cosmetics yet coming in. You see, here we go. I can now make, you know, a bunch of these monopropellants. So make some monopropellants. I can make stuff. I don't have stuff make gauges. Well, I need aluminum, right? And copper, but I got copper coming in. These beryllium, I got beryllium shipping in from somewhere else until I get my network link set up. So I make some of those. Zero wire, I can make a bunch of zero wire because I got, you know, that stuff coming in. Don't want to use up all of it because it's not flowing in as fast. But there we go, make some zero wire. So you can see it's really easy to make all this stuff. So here we go. We made a bunch of components, and woohoo, we have skill points. Alright, so it's that easy. That's why this location is so great and so important. And now let's go over here to our science. Let's see, we already got this one ranked up. That one's ranked up. That one we need to build some more stuff before we can do that. So yeah, we're doing, things are going pretty well. Okay, so let's see here. We'll figure out what we want to do. Harvest more, get more research methods, special projects. Oh, social, physical. So we got options. We have things to invest in. We're not like super far up the chain yet, but I've only been playing for a few weeks or so. So, and you know, don't have all day. Anyways, so that's the most important location, how to find it. And last tip here, just to make sure people know where to find this base, is let's look at the surface area map. Probably one of the worst maps I've ever seen in a game, but there is, here's the map. So here's kind of where your ship's going to land if you get the right spot. You'll see these mountains up here. You'll kind of see this flat plain in the middle. If you've discovered them, I haven't even been over there, an unknown location here, and a location there. So this is like a landmark. This is a structure. You can see they kind of make a triangle, and on the one side of the triangle, that's where your base is going to go. So yeah, right there at the base of that mountain, Some people say there's like a geyser, which I mean, not say, there is a geyser. Um, they use to find the location more precisely. Let me go out here. But, you know, if you just use your sensor, I don't know why they're attacking each other. It's weird. So, go figure. Oops, we're way encumbered. Let's see how encumbered we are. 10,000 mass. Yeah, I'm a little bit encumbered. So, anyways, if you like these videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for the next one, I will show a location that produces water, chlorine through vapor extraction, iron, lead, alkanes. It's the HNCN, silver, tantalum, ytterbium, which is the YB, which is like a very rare or ultra rare. And then once you progress to being able to like farm and raise animals, you'll be able to grow in your little biospheres fiber, sealant, nutrient, polymer, and metabolic agent. And then some of those you can kind of repeat in the farm structure for like animals, like husbandry or whatever. But the only one that's unique, that'll add like a new resource type, is spice. So what you do is you take the water and you feed the water into the biospheres on that planet, and then you build a little extra fiber and feed the fiber into the farm with more water again, and you can add like spice. So you'll be able to get like 12 or 14 resources or something like that, all in one base location, which is just it's pretty awesome. The only thing that sucks about that planet is the universal time conversion is like 1 hour local time is 33 minutes universal time. So waiting on that planet is not efficient, or resting on that planet is not efficient for mining resources. But still, awesome location to give you a lot of common stuff you're gonna need. And technically, when you cross-reference it with this first location, everything except for the iron and the water is new, so that, you know, it's a good addition. It gives you a lot more stuff. So until next time, this is Sajibana signing off. Have fun gaming.